I'm going to cover setting up your Wacom tablet in GIMP. First thing you want to do is install your drivers for the Wacom tablet that you've purchased, and then plug in your Wacom tablet into the computer. You're going to want to do this before you start up GIMP so that it loads in the settings. Then go to Edit, Preferences, and then it'll bring up a dialog box in which there is choices over on the left-hand side. You're going to want to go to Input Devices, Configure Extended Input Devices, and then select Wacom Tablet Eraser and choose that to be Screen, and then Wacom Tablet Pressure Stylus and choose that to be Screen. Hit Save. That'll save the settings you just made, but it will not close the dialog box, and then you hit Close to get out of that dialog box. There's an option I want you to look at called Share Tool and Tool Option between input devices. If you do not select that, then you'll have different settings and brush sizes and colors between the two input devices that you use, whether it be mouse or the stylus. I like to transfer between the two different input devices, and so I'm going to share across my tool options for those two different input devices. I'm going to say OK on that. I'm going to start drawing. You'll begin to see that there is no opacity pressure being applied. That's because I have not set my dynamics on that particular brush. I'm going to undo that. Come over here to my toolbox, click on the toolbox tool options. If you do not have that, you can go to Window, Dockable Dialogs, and click Tool Options. You'll see your dynamics options underneath these size, aspect, and hardness and force. Go to Dynamics, click on this arrow. I'm going to choose Pressure Opacity. Now, when I start to draw, you can see the harder I press, the more that it will create a darkness, and the lighter I press, the less it'll create the darkness. So the next thing that we're going to do is set up our Wacom settings for when we're digitally painting or illustrating. I find this useful to have shortcut keys so that I'm able to easily undo or zoom in. So what I'm going to do is come down here into my search bar, start typing Wacom, and it should start to come up with Wacom Tablet Properties. Click on Open. As you can see, I have undo already set on my right-hand side. If you are right-handed, I'm left-handed, but if you're right-handed, you may want to have undo on the left-hand side so you have easy access to it. But to choose undo, you select the pull-down menu, go to Keyboard, and then click on Undo. Over here, I've set up my Control, my express key to have Control as the modifier, so I could go to pull-down menu, Keyboard, Modifier, and I've selected the Control option. This is going to be useful for when I zoom in and out. Now I have a mouse wheel, and when you click Control and mouse wheel in GIMP, then you will be able to zoom in and out more easily. Now going to the pen tool, I have disabled anything on any odd modifiers on this page. That's because I don't like it when I accidentally click on the button for the pen. I don't like for anything to show up. And if you go to GIMP and you have those enabled, then it'll show up for a file menu. And I prefer not to have that. So those are the options I have for my Wacom tablet. Of course, you can modify these to your liking, but I wanted to include this in this video that you know where to go to get your settings and what to do to have easy access to shortcut keys. Thank you, and God bless you, and may the peace of Christ, which surpasses all understanding, be with you.